Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, House of Adriana. I'm Adriana, and today I'm going to be doing my March 2021 budget. Last month I didn't get a chance to do my February budget and show you my new setup, but here it is. If you've seen my monthly plan with me, you know I use this Erin Condren monthly collection edition 5. And it comes with holiday stickers like this, and I use pretty much all of them, some for the monthly and then some, as you can see here, for my monthly budget. And all I use, you guys, is a plain notebook. That's it. Okay, nothing fancy. I make it nice with the stickers. Let's go ahead and get started with March. It should be an easy budget month. We don't have too many expenses going on. I foresee nothing being unbudgeted like January. If you saw that January summary, that was insane with how many unbudgeted stuff we had. So I don't foresee any of that stuff happening. So this one should be very general and true to how our budget should be here on out going forward. So we will start with, and I'm actually going to show you my new expense tracker setup. It actually looks like this. Instead of doing it like line by line, like how you see in other people's, I do it in boxes by the category. And let me tell you, this helps so much when you're doing like mid-month check-ins, or you just want to do a quick running total of your category to see if you're still within budget, or just get a quick total. This game changer. So I'm going to show you how I set that up. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So I have a little section for income. This is where I track all our paychecks, miscellaneous, transfers, refunds, and stuff like that. So income up there. Let's start with our fixed expenses, which is housing. I always do my budgeted and actual. Now for these kind of stuff, you shouldn't really need too much of a budget and an actual because they're fixed. So the amount should be pretty close every month. But you know, like some like utilities and stuff like that, I like to get an idea of the season. So like my winter months, my summer months, fall and stuff like that, so I can gauge it for next year. So we'll go ahead and start with housing, which is going to be $19.55. This is going to be around $165. PG&E's our utility around here. Propane, $150. Internet, it's like $74.97, but I always just put $75. Cell phone's going to be a little bit higher because I ended up getting a new cell phone. So instead I didn't pay it all at once. We just broke it up into payments. So it's going to probably be around $195 for March. Our life insurance is $38.10, but I always just say $39. Gas is a pretty big expense in our monthly budget, and I'm going to go ahead and do $500 for the month. Groceries, I have been working really hard to bring this down from $1,200. I'm actually going to do a video of what I've realized about our grocery budget. So I'm going to go ahead and budget $1,000 for March. Now March does have 31 days, so I will be very cognizant of that. And moving on to living expenses, and I have this different from our fixed expenses because I always just feel like living expenses are something that just make your life a little bit easier. But in a pinch, if you had to break down your budget even more, this is where you could absolutely cut it. So RV storage is $52. Our subscriptions are $27, and that's Disney, Hulu, and Netflix. Activity for one of my kiddos, and she does dance. That's $45. This was higher last month, which you'll see in my February summary, because she had recital fees. So but usually it's just $45 a month. And then we have gym fees, which are $65 a month. Moving down to our savings. I have like small sinking funds for these. I kind of loosely keep track of them. I just don't really count every dollar because I know I don't do many transactions from these savings accounts. So our yearly account gets $66 a week. And what comes out of there, because if you see, there's no car insurance here. And what comes out of our yearly account is our car insurance. We pay that every 6 months. And so we contribute to that, I think, $264 a month. And that covers stuff that comes yearly. So car registrations, car insurance, and our Costco membership. So I think it's $264 a month is what we contribute there. $75 a month goes to our Christmas account. $36 goes to our anniversary. I might have that backwards actually. I think $20 a month goes to our anniversary. And then $36 goes to family birthdays. And this is immediate family birthdays. So our family members, not like extended family and stuff like this. This is on the day of, I run out, I can get cake, ice cream, their favorite dinner, and there's money for it. So family birthdays and a quick present. So family birthdays, small sinking fund there. Now over here is our variable and other category. Not all the time do we spend money out of these categories. But haircuts, I have started a small sinking fund for that, and I try to contribute $25 a month to that. I'm just trying to keep my budget consistent that haircuts always gets like $25 because that is something that is becoming an expense in our family. So haircuts, I try to do $25 a month to that. My mom, she helps with my younger two twins. Well, obviously, my younger two. And I pay her weekly, which is, I think, I pay her weekly, but it comes out to $200 a month. This EDCO is after school care for my two oldest who go to school, which shouldn't be that high this month because if you saw my monthly plan with me, they are going back to school full time. So I will only be paying for one child in after school care. So I'm thinking that's going to be cut in half. I think we were quoted $518 for two kiddos. So I'm expecting it to just be around $250 for one. Car maintenance. I don't have a sinking fund for this. I should start because this took up quite a bit of unbudgeted last month, which you'll see in my summary. But $50 is usually what I contribute. Kids, this covers fundraisers, book fairs, anything school related, and I usually do $50 a month for that. The clothing fund, this covers all family members, and I try to leave it open. If someone needs something, we always have money allocated for it, so I try to do $75 for that. Eating out, I've been doing really good at meal planning, so I am not going to set this too high, but I do like to take the family out for treats and stuff like that, yogurt, Starbucks, they like their little scones there. So this has mainly become like a treat category, but it is considered eating out, or every once in a while like a pizza. So I'm going to do $75. Entertainment, this covers our Apple movies that we buy or rent. So it's usually around $30. Health and wellness, I get special shakes for one of my kids. So that's about $50 a month, and it's on auto payment. So hubby and me, we get personal money. And I like to say that I'd only like $50 for us to spend, but that's not being realistic. So $100 is more realistic. Now, that's not saying we have to spend the $100, but $100 is there if needed. Holiday. So we have St. Patty's Day, which is going to include like a dinner, quick, maybe some decorations and stuff like that. So I'm going to do $60 for St. Patty's Day. Easter, this is probably just grabbing decorations that I see, and I'm going to do $20. Not saying that I go shopping for that, but if I see something out and about, I will definitely grab it. Household and home office, I'm going to do $75. I don't think we'll need much, but I used to include this in our grocery bill. And so it used to be like $1,600 grocery and household. And I did that because I'd shop at Costco, which I still do, but when my twins were little, I would grab their diapers there. So I never had a separate fund for that. So it was always all inclusive with grocery and household. But now I don't need it to be together. I separate it so I can see exactly what we're spending on our consumables. Special occasion, we have one birthday, and I'm going to allocate $30. Work supplies for my husband, I always like to make sure there's something there for him, and I'm going to do $50 for that. Unbudgeted is always $0, but goodness gracious, January tore us apart for that. We do have one camping trip coming up. I believe we paid for it last month, or we put a deposit down. But with the camping trip money, I like to include the gas. That does not come out of our gas budget here. This is separate. So I include the gas, grocery money, and then like a little allowance if we go somewhere or at the park, something like that. So I'm going to have to double check if we paid this or not. Because if we didn't, then it would include the balance of that. So I'm going to have to get back to that one. But the other category, goodness, this includes stuff that really just doesn't have like its own line, but it's stuff that comes up. Let me see if I can give you a scenario of other. Like last month I had my wine club. So that happened, and then also I couldn't go get it, so I had to have it shipped. So that was part of my other category. About a cookbook, stuff like that. So it's not stuff that needs to say to have a category, but it comes up. So I'm going to do $200 for other. Okay. So that's the budget for March, and I'm hoping this is realistic. I'm really trying to get realistic in our finances, not what I think we should spend, but what we like close to actually spend. So I'm hoping that works out for March. So now moving on to my expense tracker. Like I said, I used to track it. I'll see if I can show you like this. You see, I'm sure you see a lot of people who do budgets who track it like this. And what I found about this is that I'd have to go through, it was just, sometimes it was very time consuming. Like you'd have to scroll down, allowance, look, allowance. And then you'd have to like look through all of these, even though they're color coordinated. Sometimes it just doesn't always pop out at you. So I decided to do a tracking system like this into little boxes with the categories up top. And let me tell you, this makes it so much easier. So when I see that I want to know my running total, let's say instance for my entertainment, all I have to do is add it up. Everything's already there in that box. I don't have to go searching through, looking at colors. It's there in this box, and it makes it so much easier. And then what I do is I put the total at the top. So you can see it's 54.53. I don't know if you can. So that means I'm already over budget, and I haven't spent very much from it because I'm already over budget on it. So it's nice to have the little boxes there already set up because you can keep a running total at all times. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up. And I don't have like an exact number of lines that I put in each category. I just draw a 3x3 grid, which is like around 9 boxes. So So I do that. And I put the categories up top. And you might be thinking, this makes no sense, but I'm telling you, don't knock it before you try it, because once you have it, it makes so much sense. So go ahead. I just do 3 by 3s. I don't have an exact number, but I just try to do what looks equal. You can already see that it doesn't look equal, but that's okay. And then we'll go ahead and finish up the last one. And usually what I keep on this front page is our most popular variable expenses. So like my husband, me, entertainment, clothing, groceries. That's something I like to track. Gas and stuff like that. So I put gas, groceries. I keep the other down here. And then I always put my husband, because he's always spending money daily. Me, kids. And then I think I keep right here clothing, entertainment, and then over here I think I'll keep holiday. So that's how I do it, and then I will add my color code to it. Okay, and what I'm using are these midliner highlighters. These are really nice. It comes with like a nice chisel tip, and then you get a fine print or a fine point as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight the categories. Other really doesn't have a color because it's got so many things. Clothing does, I can't remember it at the moment, and so does holiday. But that's how I set up our expense tracker. And these are usually our most popular variable categories, and that's how I keep track of it. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe for good vibes. Let me know in the comments how you guys track your expenses, if this is something new to you or you do the same thing. So wish you guys best of luck in March, and I will see you guys later. Have a good budgeting month. Bye guys.